What's going on, y'all? It's the Kid J Nolan here. As y'all know, there's been this whole ordeal, investigation, court case, all these hearings that have been going on. I mean, it's been going on since Trump was in office trying to get TikTok banned. Has not been successful up to this point, and it still is not. So for all y'all that enjoy shaking y'all ass, doing them little dance routines and trying to be cute and all that good shit and getting that engagement and going viral, you still got a little bit more time because as of right now, the ban has been blocked. And you got to thank Senator Rand Paul for going ahead and exercising his power to not support it. So what is the reason? Why is he all of a sudden deciding not to support the TikTok ban? Well, he's citing concerns about free speech and uneven treatment of social media companies, okay? Senator Paul says, I think we should be aware of those who use fear to coax Americans to relinquish our liberties. Every accusation of data gathering that has been attributed to TikTok could also be attributed to domestic big tech companies. We all know Facebook has been in endless bouts of investigation around data privacy and all of those things. They've been revealed to have been selling our information and selling our data to companies that turn around and market things to us. TikTok CEO Shou Zi Chew talked about how they've spent over $1.5 billion on rigorous data security efforts and rejects all spying allegations, basically saying, I don't know where y'all coming from with this shit. Y'all just mad that we own this here in China. Y'all think we're connected to the Chinese government, but there's no proof. They did a huge cross-examination interrogation on him, accused him of a lot of things, and in some instances, he wasn't even allowed to answer the questions. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy says that he expects the House will take a bill to address TikTok, but the timing is unclear. It's also not clear what a final bill to address TikTok may look like. So although TikTok is in the clear right now, it's no guarantee that it's going to stay that way. It may look different in 3 months, 6 months, next year. They're not really going to drop this issue. They're not really going to drop the problem, okay? What they really want is for TikTok to be sold or to be majority share probably sold to an American company. They want American ownership over this thing so that they can have their own regulations, rules, and have their own verification regarding data privacy and just being able to keep tabs on what's really going on with TikTok. That's the real play. As of now, the owners of TikTok have no interest in selling to an American company. You know what I'm saying? There was a bunch of folks that were bidding on it last year and they chose not to follow through with it. So this is where the real problem lies. Senator Rand Paul even took it a step further and said if Republicans want to continuously lose elections for a generation, they should pass this bill to ban TikTok. Do we really want to emulate Chinese speech bans? We're going to be just like China and ban speech that we're afraid of? So he's basically saying, do y'all want to stoop to the level of the Chinese government that y'all are so critical of? Or do we want to handle this thing from a more fair standpoint? AOC has called this ban unprecedented, and she also put out a TikTok video where she expressed that she opposed this TikTok ban. She talked about free speech groups like the ACLU and all of these different things and how all of this could potentially be a threat to free speech in America, to free expression, and all of those types of things. Senators Mark Warner, who's a Democrat, and Republican John Thune have proposed the Restrict Act, okay? They've got 22 co-sponsors in the Senate, and this would give the Commerce Department the power to impose restrictions up to and including banning TikTok and other technologies that pose national security risks. It would apply to foreign technologies from China, Russia, North Korea, Iran, Venezuela, and Cuba. Rand Paul also opposes the Restrict Act. He says that this bill would basically be a limitless authority for the president to ban speech in territories that he doesn't even have control of. Republican Representative Justin Amash says that the Restrict Act isn't about banning TikTok, it's about controlling you. It gives broad powers to the executive branch with few checks and will be abused in every way that you can imagine. Even Republican representatives are standing firm on the fact that they on some bullshit. They've tried to say that TikTok is detrimental to children's mental health, that is exposing them to disturbing images and things that they shouldn't have access to. Perhaps it's not TikTok's fault, right? Perhaps it's the parents' fault, because if I have a child and I don't want your little ass on TikTok, I'm not going to let you just roam around the crib using TikTok, engaging with adult things. It's very simple, man. If my parents didn't want me engaging with something, I wasn't going to have it. Did I sneak it from time to time? Yes, I did. But just to keep things in perspective, I may have had access for 1 or 2 hours a day when I was sneaking while my mom's wasn't at home yet, while other motherfuckers was playing all the Grand Theft Autos 24/7. I didn't have unlimited free range to do anything that I wanted to do. My mom was very protective over me. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't say she was strict, but she was extremely protective. I wasn't allowed to do a lot of the stuff that my peers were doing. And I thank her today because I see how I could have ended up a different person had I been allowed to do a bunch of the other shit. My pops was very laid back, but I already had a certain level of discipline on myself by the time I was in position to make those decisions. We've already seen government and other institutions such as college universities that are restricting the use of TikTok from employees and people that work in these institutions. At the end of the day, I feel like TikTok is really the least of anybody's worries, to be honest. Yes, they have access to information that we willingly give them. The same thing that happens when you go buy a cell phone, an iPad, a laptop, when motherfuckers try to ask you for your name and address at the electronics store. All of these types of things. We're giving the same shit out to other motherfuckers, man. Willingly. Give me what I want in exchange for my information. That's typically how things go. If you signed up for a mailing list, motherfuckers got your name, email, phone number. In a lot of cases, they may get your address, and it just is what it is. You give that same information to Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. If you want to make money in the United States, you got to give a motherfucker your social security number or your EIN number. You know what I'm saying? Your federal tax ID of some sort. Somebody gonna have some checks and balances and some identification on your ass in order for you to do what it is that you want to do. So before the U.S. government decides that they want to judge who does what, y'all might want to take a look in the mirror and see if what we've been doing all this time is correct. Is it ethical? Is it morally right? Why do I owe y'all niggas taxes if the money is already being paid? When I pay my rent, why y'all don't just add $25 in tax to that? It's so many different little nuances that just don't make no sense. I would be sitting here all day dissecting the shit. So yeah, what it all boils down to is that there's a lot of U.S. Senate Republicans that want to control the free press. They want to control the free speech. They want to control the media. They want to be able to control narratives, because if you can shut out people that oppose views, just make it illegal for them to do so, that would be what they would like. You know what I'm saying? We've been talking about 1984 and all of the similarities between American civilization and just the worldwide restrictions that we all face collectively for years. It's nothing new. It's not going nowhere for the real, to be all the way honest. But I do appreciate the fact that there is some opposition to this, and that for the time being, TikTok will remain. I don't even use TikTok all that much. I haven't been the most viral person on there. On one hand, I didn't really care too much one way or the other. But when it comes to protecting citizens, protecting our ability to express ourselves freely in a free country, I think that has to take precedence over some people's feelings and emotions just because they can't control it. Let me know what y'all think of this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. And if this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the post notification bell for all updates, and I will catch y'all on the next one. All right? Much love and respect, y'all. Peace.